Gonna do my Smackdown review and my Backlash 2024 predictions. We're gonna talk about the news and rumors in WWE and AEW. Just want to say hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Enjoy my video. Took me like an hour. Um, I just wanted to go do this quick video. Um, my video was sponsored by Wrestling Inc., JD from New York, Salamak the Sound Off. Wait for Salamak and JD on the TNT podcast on Tuesday. My video was also sponsored by Dan Tony, Fight for Wrestling, Denise Salcedo. Now, they talked about SmackDown. SmackDown were pre-taped tonight, so they're in France. They're in France, in Paris. Cody Rhodes shows his love for the fans in Lincoln. Was that after the show? Cody Rhodes was in the main event segment with AJ Styles, so I guess he must have did a dark match. Now, before I go into that, the AEW Dynamite that was on Wednesday, the Elite Swerves. Kenny Omega made a return, and the Elite takes him out in Savage and drops a major tease for his comeback. Swerve gets his next challenger at Double or Nothing. Christian Cage will face Swerve for the AEW Championship. Now here are the news and rumors. Hunter, what the F are you doing? Based on what's been reported. Rhodes major name resigns. They said that WWE had no plans lined up for Cody after WrestleMania 40 until The Rock returned to WWE television. A major name re-signed with WWE and keeps him there possibly for the rest of his career. And one step closer to the new Wyatt family coming back to WWE. And has officially signed with WWE, so he'll be back. And I think they will form the Wyatt family and try to honor Bray Wyatt and keep his legacy alive. We may see Eric Gorham play at Uncle Howdy. Bo Dallas may play at The Fiend. Now, as for Cody Rhodes, who, the fact that WWE talking about no plan for Cody Rhodes, um, Cody Rhodes is your top babyface. He's your new WWE champion. Um, how do you not have any plan for Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes is your guy. He's your top babyface on SmackDown. Now, AJ Styles, going into Backlash, is it going to be a one-off, or is it going to continue going into the King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia in like 3 weeks? This may be a one-off, and if it's a one-off, who's Cody going to face? What challenge do you have lined up? What top guys are on the show? AJ Styles, Randy Orton, but you don't do that right away. There's no need to rush Orton and Styles. I wait a few months, probably late this year, maybe in November, when Randy Orton turns heel, and then you can do Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. And we got The Rock popping at SummerSlam for Crown Jewels.
Well, the story that's going around today is to be believed. Triple H has absolutely zero idea and no plans for Cody Rhodes post-WrestleMania. We have a big problem with that. We'll talk about it right here on Off the Script. Also, a major name has resigned with the WWE, and no, I'm not talking about Drew McIntyre, as WWE continues down their major superstars, and a returning superstar could be forming the new Wyatt family with Bo Dallas. We are all listeners right here on Off the Script, and today we're going to start with Cody Rhodes. Now, if this was AEW, I've already said this time and time again. I don't want to make it seem like I'm pro one company and negative the other. If AEW did this, I would have shit all over. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, champion doesn't call out WWE. What is do with the things that they do? I get it. I understand it. But AEW nowadays is making more mistakes than WWE is. So I gotta call them out on their bullshit. But that's not gonna stop me from calling out WWE when they do something stupid. Or if they don't do something that they're supposed to. Case in point, with this, I have a major problem with this story. Now, it's coming from Dave Meltzer, so please take a grain of salt. But if this is the problem that we're facing right now, then we need to address it immediately. I don't even know why this is a problem. I don't know why this hasn't been a priority since before he won the championship. But again, we have to let it all play out. Apparently, WWE has no direction for Cody Rhodes post WrestleMania. Now, coming out of WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes is now the official face of the company. He's the WWE champion, and he beat Roman Reigns and ended the historic reign that was Roman's at WrestleMania. Rhodes has now transitioned to Smackdown, coming over from Raw because that's where the WWE title calls home. He is the #1 guy on Friday nights, while Reigns has decided to take a break from wrestling. He'll be back sometime at the end of the summer, is what my prediction is. His exact return is still up in the air. WWE has also planted the seeds for a future match. Cody Rhodes and The Rock. WrestleMania 41 rumored where this match will take place.
I hope not.
Now, tomorrow at Backlash in France, Rhodes is set to defend the title on the pay-per-view, his first title defense against AJ Styles in the main event of Backlash. Now, in the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer, again, take it with a grain of salt, reported that while Rhodes does have future feuds with Reigns and Rock lined up, nothing big is planned for the next few months. Meltzer wrote, and I quote, Rhodes has no real big-time direction until Rock and Roman Reigns are back in the picture. The other biggest star on the brand is Randy Orton, but they're doing nothing to tease anything in that direction, end quote. Now, that's all of the report. There's nothing really more to add outside of what Meltzer said there, and how many times has Meltzer gotten something wrong this year? Several times. If this is legit, let's pretend like this is legit. How could WWE look themselves in the mirror and say, Cody Rhodes is our priority? He's the guy. He's our #1. He's the guy that we're going to be running with as the face of the company. If Cody Rhodes is not in the plans at the top of what you do on television coming out of WrestleMania, and you don't have views and plans lined up for him, then he's not #1 priority. So exactly, what is the #1 priority? I mean, what is with these, again, if it's true, what is with these companies who have all of their priorities out of whack and fucked up?
Well, I think it.
On AEW television, Swerve is
me
your
more.
world champion.
Well, I think it touched me more.
World champion. He should be your priority. I don't give a shit what else is happening.
Yeah.
Now, they seemingly, after a week of baffling decisions, made their champion the top priority on the show. Obviously, Tony Khan and the Elite Angle is the biggest story, but that's the biggest story. Your biggest priority should be making sure your champion is well off, looks strong, is the guy in and out of the ring, and giving him and lining up opponents for him so that he has a fruitful title reign. That makes sense. Now, they corrected that on Wednesday. We got Swerve versus Christian Cage at Double or Nothing. Whether you think that's a big-time main event for a pay-per-view or not, I don't really give a shit, because at least they are telling some sort of story there. So I don't know what else to tell you. They got it right. Great. Now let's keep that going until Forbidden Door, and through Forbidden Door into All In, and from All In into the next pay-per-view. If he holds it that long. But when you look at Cody Rhodes and you hear WWE doesn't have any big-time direction for Cody Rhodes, that's a fucking problem. I don't want to be sitting here complaining about something that we don't really know of yet, but just the mere thought of it, that's gets back. Then you move him over to SmackDown. I could count on one fucking hand that SmackDown doesn't have the amount of star power as Raw does. So what exactly do you have planned for him? This is why I said last Friday when I covered SmackDown, I don't think the AJ Styles match tomorrow night at Backlash in the main event is going to be the only match that they have. I do think, being that they are on the same brand, I do think that we get another match going into the King of the Ring pay-per-view. I think it's going to be 2 matches between AJ and Cody Rhodes. Outside of AJ, what else does he have to do? Outside of AJ, who else is on SmackDown? Kevin Owens, LA Knight, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul are the biggest names on SmackDown. Rock ain't there until after the summer, and Roman won't be there until after the summer. And you can't view Cody Rhodes with the bloodline until everybody else gets back on television and assumes the bloodline story. So what exactly are they going to do? We're going to get this AJ and Cody dragged into another month. And then what else is going to happen with Cody Rhodes? I don't know. What is he going to do? Baron Corbin?
Give me a break.
WWE's got a fucking problem.
Exactly.
Now, granted, again, I will say this. I'm going to give WWE the benefit of the doubt. They apparently are making trades before the lock of the split. I don't know when that's going to be. Could happen this weekend. Apparently, we're going to get a couple of trades between Raw and SmackDown. Are those trades going to affect who Cody Rhodes potentially wrestles on Friday nights? I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm worried that this is now out in the universe. I'm worried that WWE doesn't have a plan for Cody Rhodes. Again, what is with the top priorities in these companies? What is with these companies not being able to follow up? Obviously, we all know the chase is better than the reign. Cody's chase was great. The conclusion, you're never going to top it. But Jesus fucking Christ, give me some goddamn effort into making me and showing you and everybody else that you fucking care. I don't understand it. This is what I think is going to happen. They're going to wait and they're going to fucking
receive the
swim by through the summer.
because
and they're gonna wait till Rock gets back.
We don't know.
Now I don't know when the Rock is coming back.
There was a crash where he crashed.
But I
He came
hope
off
to
you
God that this
because
means
it
that they're
actually
waiting for the Rock to come
with
back
the
and
explosive
it's not
devices
gonna be too long. The fact that they don't have a priority for Cody Rhodes is because they're anticipating the Rock coming back by SummerSlam. If that's the case, I think it's a little bit lesser of a blow. If we go through the entire year and they don't have a fucking plan for Cody Rhodes, I mean, you're never going to hear the end of it from this channel. You're never going to hear the end of it because it's fucking... So I'm going to say this. The fact that this is out there and no one said there's no real big direction, I'm banking on the Rock to be back by SummerSlam because that's the natural place for this match with Cody Rhodes to take place. Not Saudi Arabia, not WrestleMania next year, SummerSlam. Cody versus Rock.
I have so much anger in me. I want to hurt you.
That's why they're waiting, and that's why they don't have to
I'm also
that is where they want to go, which is eventually going to lead into Cody siding with Roman, potentially endangering the Rock's bloodline. We don't fucking know. I don't understand where they're going after that because it's all going to be about the civil war between Roman and the Rock, which is probably going to lead to them back in WrestleMania next year. But no direction. Cody Rhodes, what are we doing? That would be awful. And you're never going to hear the end of it, like I said. I'm going to call them out on it because it's only right, it's only fair to do so. AEW did it. WWE's not immune from it. WWE does it. AEW's not immune from it. They both get equal when they do something wrong. This is what I want most of the geeks to understand. No big time direction, we'll see. But I'm banking on Rock versus Rhodes at SummerSlam because that's the natural place for it to happen. Why wait so long?
Because racism is not tolerated in prison. They don't like white boys like you. They will fuck you.
I don't get it.
They will.
WWE has signed a major name to a contract extension, and he more than likely will end up retiring with the WWE, and he is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins resigns with the company, which I'm going to go out there on a limb and say Becky has already signed, if not on the verge of putting pen to paper. This is coming from Fightful Select. And Sean Ross Sapp reports that Seth Rollins is to remain in WWE for years to come and is re-signed with the company. As has been the case with most of the re-signings, we're told that it will be for a multi-year deal and big money. They're not going to let him go, said one source close to WWE and Rollins of his contract talks. Rollins told Fightful in February that he wanted to remain with WWE and believed they would get a deal done. One WWE higher-up told knee injury that required surgery.
All right.
And have these stories be told and then have it translate to what we see in the ring. They got to find a happy medium from the stories that they tell, the spookiness, the eeriness, the vibes they're going for, having it translate into finishing the story inside the ring with whomever they're feuding with. I don't know. But I'm interested to see where they go and how they accomplish this. Who does he feud with coming back? LA Knight might be a potential. LA Knight was the last opponent, last match that Bray had. Maybe they go and revisit that and maybe make some corrections to what went wrong there. See what happens. But I'm assuming that we're going to be getting this very, very soon. We could see it as soon as Saturday night at Backlash. So we don't really know. But I'm very interested to see where they go. And Eric Rowan now is confirmed to be signed by Mike Johnson of PW Insider. It's only a matter of when, not if, the Wyatt family's back on WWE television. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
Follow me on social.
Now let me talk about Smackdown for a minute. Oh wait, what? Logan Paul? Oh yeah, I forgot. It says, yeah, Saturday, May 4th in France. Smackdown, entire single punk, Superstar. Alright, anyway, now earlier today, they put at 10 o'clock. We had the kickoff show at the press event. It wasn't really that much. It was just really wrestling interviewing. Now this is gonna be tomorrow. The countdown for Backlash, not the pre-show, the press conference. I don't think we had one last year, but we're gonna have one this year. I'm looking forward to it. Now these are the matches: Cody Rhodes native style for the WWE Championship, but for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now I'm looking for the kickoff. Triple H kicks off the show. Bayley, Naomi, and Tiffany prepare for their match. Randy Orton comes to France to RKO some Samoans. We had Cody Rhodes and Michael Cole form a new Bullet Club. There's only like 5 matches on the pay-per-view. So what we saw on this show, as I said, the show was pre-taped. What opened the show was Bianca, Bayley, Naomi, and Jay versus Damage Control and Stratton. And a pretty good match that opened the show. It was decent. I'm not sure who went over. I think the face it went over. No, I think the heel went over. No, I think the face it went over. I think they did. We had the Austin the Pain versus Newcastle Republic. Austin the Pain get the victories here. The final testament is on Monday Night Raw. Now, next week, that's when the draft will set on Raw and SmackDown next week. So we'll see the final testament, Cross, Scarlett, Austin the Pain, they'll be on Raw. Damage Control and Tiffany looked to Backlash. We had a pretty good brawl here. We had, for the first time ever, the RKO show with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. We had a segment here with Paul Heyman. And they kept saying, who's in charge? Who's the tribal chief? We had a brawl with Tama Tonga and Solo against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. And we also had that at the end of the show, by the way. Now, clearly, it's setting up something big happen on the pay per view. If it's gonna be Jacob Fatu, I think he clearly shown up. LA Knight versus Angel Garza. Crowd was hot for this match for some reason. It was a very good match. LA Knight sounds off Santos over King of the Ring. So I take it he's gonna be in the tournament. Santos have it gonna be in it. Carmelo Hayes is gonna be in it. Gunther gonna be in it. Back day we had Dragon Lee attack Carlito. Now the LWO is gonna be on Monday Night Raw. They were drafted to Raw, so this might be the last time we see them on SmackDown. They'll be on Raw, and we'll see where they go from there. We had a special tribute to Andre Giant. We had a pretty good match with A-Town Down Under and the Three Profits. Very good match. Grayson Waller, Austin Theory get the victory. I think Grayson Grayson Waller, Austin Theory are going to be a great tag team. They're a great tag team. The characters are very good. They're a more serious tag team than Awesome Truth on Raw. I think Midnight Truth are transitional champion. They might drop him. I give him a few weeks. Waller and Theory, I give him a while with the belt. I have DIY beat them for the title. We had a Bad Day 7 where Waller and Theory denied Sampson's Shuey offer. We had to main event the show, AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes face to face. Had a very good promo. Styles talked about he's still in his prime. He also slapped Cody Rhodes. I thought the crowd was awesome. Crowd that night was awesome. The crowd that night was awesome. Yes.
Are you guys ready for Backlash?
It was after the show was over. Just wanted to show you guys. I'm the point they didn't know executive. It was after the show was over. So I assume he had a dark man. We won't know what the match was.
Came to Paris. Great night. Take care of one another. I love you. Be safe, guys. Good night.
So, yeah. We want Roman.
More than you'll ever know. I want Roman too.
Fans are still chanting, "We want Roman." Roman Reigns is over. He's not even there. And this is how we turn into a babyface.
Out here for a very simple reason. I have great respect for you, Randy Orton. I have great respect for you, Kevin Owens. When you stepped into the ring with Roman Reigns, it was competition. There was a title on the line. And I understood, just like you understood, that whatever Roman Reigns had to do to defend his title, that's what Roman Reigns was going to do. But the rules with Solo Sikoa and Tamatanga are a whole lot different. Do yourselves, do Smackdown, do WWE, do these people, do your families a favor, back out of this match now. Please. Please. Absolutely biggest piece of trash in this industry trying to tell my partner and I whether or not to take a match. Oh, I gotta go.
I can't believe that they made T-shirt RKO show. Seriously?
Question for you.
These had to get made.
Exactly. Is the real tribal chief? know you put me in a bad position. I think the whole world knows there's only one tribal chief.
Yeah, so they attacked him in this match. I can't wait to see what happens after. I can't wait for Backlash tomorrow. Hope I didn't miss anything here. I just want to make sure. Well, beside the kickoff, that was it. Okay. Now let me show y'all. Hold on. Hold on for a second.
William.
Now Solomon about to end his. Oh, hold on for a second.
Had to step away from the show. Very honored to be stepping in and
now these are the ratings.
really hype up that one last bit of 8% thumbs down. Boy, you guys seem to really have liked Smackdown.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. But I made a very special announcement, a cool announcement the other night. Those of you who may have missed it. Starting this Tuesday, May 7th, I'm going to be joining JD from New York on his channel every Tuesday night live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Tuesday Night Titans. I'm the new co-host for TNT. Shout out to Andrew Baydala, the former co-host with JD. Andrew's a friend of mine and had to step away from the show. Very honored to be stepping in, and it's going to be a very lively, active debate and discussion, I'm sure, every Tuesday, talking wrestling, all kinds of topics, all kinds of stories. And JD and I have been commentary partners in House of Glory now for over 5 years. I've known him for a while now, and for the first two of us are going to be collaborating. A lot of people have asked for it. A lot of people were very excited. I got to tell you, I was very overwhelmed, frankly, by the reaction to it. I knew people would be excited for it, but I think I underestimated how happy and how excited people would be for it. So it makes me feel good. Because it is another commitment. You know, I'm going to be streaming now on Mondays, Tuesdays. Well, I'm not technically streaming, but doing a show on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes Saturdays and Sundays for pay-per-views, plus my podcast on Sundays. So it's going to be a lot of work, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I want you guys to join me for that first show. I want that first show to just blow the whole fucking thing wide open. We need to have thousands of people joining us live for that first show on Tuesday. So whatever you do, make sure you mark it on your calendar. You clear out your schedule. 8:30 Eastern Time over on his channel live. TNT. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll see you guys over there for Titans. Titans. Yeah. Busy Solomons. Solomons is very busy.
Yes. So I can't wait for that. I'm a big fan of and JD from New York. Oh, whoop, my bad. Hold on. I wanted to start from the beginning so I can hear what we have to say about Smackdown first. Smackdown was decent. A lot of people liked it. It's great way to hype up the pay-per-view. Only 5 matches on Backlash. I was hoping they would add another match. They could. Maybe on the pre-show, or they could add a match. Backlash is usually like 6 or 7 matches. Only 5 matches. We have 4 championships on the line. 4 championships.
Crowds in, and I will tell you what right now, this show tonight, which was taped earlier in the day, this crowd in Lyon, France, if this crowd is going to be anything like this tomorrow for Backlash, we are in for a very fun pay-per-view. I will tell you that right now. This is going to be, it's like a year ago when Backlash came to Puerto Rico. That's what this is going to be like tomorrow, and maybe then some. Holy shit. I mean, this crowd, it's one of those things where you just wish take all of that enthusiasm and just bottle it up and take it back with you to the States. You know what I mean? And just use a little bit of it each week. Whenever you need to. Oh, this
And
crowd
also,
tonight here
we
is
got
kind of
from
dead.
20 minutes.
Let's pop the
Holy
bottle
shit.
open. Let's take some of that energy and use it somewhere else, right? You just wish that you could do that, but you can't. So you just enjoy it while it lasts. That crowd made this show tonight. And this show tonight was punctuated by a face to face confrontation at the end of the show between the champion and the challenger heading into Backlash. Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. Face to face one more time before their big undisputed title match. I was just happy to see Cody is okay physically after what happened last week in the match with Carmelo Hayes, that very scary spot where they both did the springboard off the ropes. They both missed. Cody landed hard on his shoulder. There were no injury updates on him. Nobody said anything about it, but he turned out to be okay. I felt the same way when I saw what happened to Powerhouse Hobbs a few weeks ago on Dynamite against John Moxley, and as it turned out, he suffered a very significant injury. He's going to have surgery. He's going to be gone for a while. I saw Cody land on that shoulder. I'm thinking, oh my God.
Are we really
They
gonna go
banged
through the
everything
idea
on
of
him.
Paul
They're building
Heyman telling his
Smackdown
son
around him.
to
That's
call
the
my
last
name?
thing they need. But Cody is okay.
I can't
I'm
believe
happy
it.
to report that Cody Rhodes is all right. The match is a go for tomorrow. They closed out what, and technically it was not the closing segment, but they closed out what I thought overall was a good go home show for Backlash. I thought they did a fine job of promoting two key matches for tomorrow's show, which are Cody Rhodes against AJ Styles, and then the tag team match, which is going to be Randy Orton and Kevin Owens taking on Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, representing the bloodline, or I guess you would call it a new bloodline that they have now. And those are the two key matches tomorrow. I mean, I guess you could throw in the World Heavyweight title match as well. But they did a good job of promoting the key ones that they had to here on the show. We also had three more names declare for the King of the Ring tournament in Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, and Santos Escobar. And I don't know that it's official. We haven't gotten the official announcement yet, but they did declare. So I think it's safe to assume they will be in the tournament. Now, you throw in Gunther, who was the first man to declare. You throw in Drew McIntyre, who was also declared. Maybe Sheamus. Maybe even someone like Braun Breaker.
Now, who I think will. Now we have to wait till next week. I can't wait to see the King of the Ring. I have to be someone new and have to be a heel. It's not gonna be a babyface. I wouldn't mind it if it was Santo. Carmelo, I don't think gonna win it. If Gunter's in the match, then Gunter's not losing. Santos might get further. LA Knight, no, he's not winning it. I think it could be Gunter or Santos. I think wouldn't mind.
And this is already shaping up to be a very strong field. They can give these men time because they're going to be starting the tournaments on TV this week. So on Raw this Monday, the King of the Ring kicks off, continues into SmackDown next Friday. They're doing the tournament matches on TV with the finals, and I think that's what they did 2 years ago, or maybe it was 3 years ago. The last tournament they did, saving the finals for Saudi Arabia. If they give these men time, I know we're going to have the commercial breaks and they're very disruptive, but if they give them time on TV, this tournament could turn out to be something very special. Because already, without knowing all of the names that are going to be in it, it's a pretty stacked lineup of people. And I didn't even say anything about, like an Ilya Dragunov, who's going to be debuting on Raw probably as soon as this Monday. He should be on Raw. So that's going to be something special. One thing, though, that was very apparent from Raw Monday, SmackDown tonight, we've been having these people declare for the King of the Ring tour, and I don't like that. I think it's stupid. I wish they would have had qualifying matches for this. That's the way they used to do it.
But they probably won't because there's not enough time for that. Now they have qualifying matches for the Chamber and for Money in the Bank. But should we? Yeah, I do agree that there should be qualifying matches, but well, they probably won't. They probably ain't got time for that because how many superstars need to qualify? Is it gonna be an H field? I hope it's 16. Hope it's better than last time. Cause 3 years ago I didn't like the King of the Ring when Xavier Wood won it. It was 8 people. I thought it was lazy, and I thought very underwhelming. And it didn't feel special when Xavier Wood won it. It was just there. It was just to give him the moment, and he didn't do shit with the crown. And it wasn't good when it was on a babyface, especially on a New Day member who's already had opportunities. So I hope this year we give it to a heel. First of all, the King of the Ring is a heel thing anyway. It's better when the heels win it, and it does more for them. So I hope it's Gunther. I wouldn't mind if it was Dragunov or if it was Santos. Whoever wins the King of the Ring, it should be elevated into a big program or a title picture. If Gunther win King of the Ring, what's he do with it? Is he gonna be in a big feud? Is he gonna be in a title match? I don't know. You would think that whoever wins King of the Ring should be in a title match. They should be given an opportunity. Now, is it gonna be on Monday Night Raw or on SmackDown? And maybe they'll face the world champion? Because you want the king to mean something.
And the reason I think it's stupid and it's very dumb is because, unlike even something like the Royal Rumble, where you have people who will sometimes come out and say, I'm declaring for the Royal Rumble. And yet, still, in some years, they will have qualifying matches occasionally for the Rumble, which doesn't make any sense.
And that's stupid, and that don't make any sense. That's fucking lazy. You want to do qualifying match for the Royal Rumble when 30 people are in it? That doesn't make any sense. I know they did that last year, and I hated that.
But in a case like this, if you could just declare for the King of the Ring tournament, then why wouldn't everybody on the roster declare for the King of the Ring tournament? Why wouldn't Berto declare for the King of the Ring tournament?
Berto.
Right? It's stupid. But my belief here is that they are doing the tournament matches on television in the weeks leading up to the show, and so I think they just don't want it to be overkill. Maybe in their mind it would be overkill if they had qualifying matches and then they go right into the tournament matches. I think that's the way to do it. They opted not to. One thing that was glaring, though, we've had people left and right declaring for the King of the Ring. Why are none of the women declaring for the Queen of the Ring? It's King and Queen of the Ring. Everybody is declaring for the men's tournament. Nobody is declaring for the women's tournament.
And that makes me kind of worried. They don't give a fuck about the woman. And again, they have a major problem with how they handle the woman on the main roster. I hope we don't get 2 matches or 3 matches. I want to see longer matches, but based on how you treat the woman on Monday Night Raw, I'm afraid we're gonna get 3-minute matches. I'm afraid it's gonna be shit. Now SmackDown, we have a better roster. There's actually better women on SmackDown than Raw. Monday Night Raw, I hope that we have women who are elevated. If they don't, it's gonna be a fail. To where I didn't want it to end. I hope not.
And what I'm hoping is that now that we are in this new era that they love to talk about so much with Mr. Levesque over here, he will take a different approach than the old regime took to what they called the Queen's Crown. I would like to forget that happened.
Me
Queen's
too.
Queen's Crown was a colossal waste of time. So
yeah, it made no sense. They didn't give us. There was no effort, no build up. They didn't give us a reason to care. And the match were 2 minutes. Now that was under Vince, Bruce, John Laurinaitis. They didn't give a fuck. We had 2-minute matches, 90 seconds, and then we had Vega win the Queen Crown. Didn't do shit with it. And the match was terrible. Her and Piper Niven or Doudrop had a 5-minute match on Crown Jewel. That was shit. What a waste. So I hope this year is a lot better because this year is under Triple H. We're in a new era. We called up all these women to the main roster. I'm curious though who's gonna win it. I hope we have some good matches.
Well, I'm hoping we're not in for a sequel to that. And they actually put some thought and some effort into the female side of this, into the Queen of the Ring. But why nobody has declared on that side and everybody's declaring on the men's side, again, that's just something that doesn't make any sense.
People are ranting.
Now, WWE is hyping a major announcement for tomorrow. See, Tony Khan is not the only one who can hype up major announcements. They're hyping up a major WrestleMania announcement. They told everybody to make sure they're following them on all their social media platforms. They didn't say exactly when the news is going to drop. It might coincide with Backlash when Backlash goes on the air tomorrow. Don't forget, it is a 1 o'clock Eastern start, so prepare accordingly if you are planning on watching the show or checking out this guy's stream over here when it's over. It's early start time tomorrow. But they're going to have a WrestleMania announcement. They did not say what it is. I think it's safe to say they're going to finally announce the location for WrestleMania. And for the longest time, Minneapolis was in the running. All you heard about was US Bank Stadium, and Minnesota made a play for it a long time ago. They're going to get it. They're going to get 41 next year. And then all of a sudden, the conversation began to change in the last couple of months. You heard a lot about Las Vegas. I've been waiting for WrestleMania to come back to Vegas since 1993. I think Vegas is the perfect location for WrestleMania, especially now that they have an actual stadium there. Back then they didn't. But Vegas has been picking up a lot of steam in the last few weeks. Undertaker went and made a comment on his podcast a few weeks ago saying that he kind of let it slip that they're doing it in Vegas next year. I'm not sure if he knew that it was official, but obviously he was privy to conversations that were going on. So it looks as if the announcement is going to be the WrestleMania is coming to Las Vegas. That's my take. If I put money on which one it's going to be, I would guess that it's going to be Las Vegas. And then Minneapolis would get 42. I'll tell you why I think it's going to be Vegas. One of the biggest reasons why I think it's going to be Vegas, besides the fact that it's a big vacation destination, if The Rock is going to come back and have a big match at WrestleMania next year, any match The Rock has is going to be big. But if the plan is for The Rock to come back and have a main event match with Cody Rhodes or a main event match with Roman Reigns, I don't know that The Rock is going to want that big main event to happen in Minneapolis over Las Vegas. I think the appeal of it being Las Vegas, it's just something I think would be more appealing to them and to him if they were going to hype up some big fight, right? It's like UFC, they do so many events in Vegas. I feel like for a big match like that, they're going to want a big location. And in their mind, they may look at it and go, you know what? Vegas is the place to be for 40 weeks. And then we'll save Minneapolis for 40. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll find out tomorrow. We won't have to wait very long. But that is coming up tomorrow. This is your WWE Smackdown review. You don't have to wait until tomorrow for this. You got me right now. It is Friday. It is May 3rd, 2024. I am the Solomonster. Like, subscribe, super open. 400 likes is the goal for Be the Booker tonight. And for those of you who have not already figured it out, I will be live tomorrow. Backlash taking place at 1 o'clock Eastern. So probably going to be live on YouTube sometime around 4:30ish. Not long after the show is over.
Yeah.
Come on back here, less than 24 hours, and I will go through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hopefully there won't be any ugly. I'll tell you what, with a crowd like they had tonight, it's hard to imagine the show tomorrow being ugly at all. But I'll be back with you to cover the Stratton has been given the Def Rebel treatment. I guess her previous music may have also been Def Rebel, but she's been given a new song by Def Rebel. They must pay for what they have done. I don't know how, I don't know when, but they must be stopped. This is not an upgrade over the theme that she had before. So right from the jump, the crowd was just electric for this. You did not have to wait very long to get a feel for this crowd. Right from the opening entrance, right from the opening match, and everybody got an entrance. So all the baby faces came out and got entrances, the heels, they got entrances. And they did that on purpose because any other week, I think we only would have gotten the babyface entrances. But these people were going nuts for everything. And I love the arena there. I don't know the name of the arena, but it's a unique setting in that they have the modified, smaller setup. The wrestlers come out. And it's almost as if they have this horizontal screen that runs along the wall of the arena. So I just think when people walk out there in the entranceway, it just makes for last time that these two have shared an awkward moment in these last several weeks. And it would not be the last time, in fact, on this show that these two would have an awkward, tense moment. Jade got back up on the apron. Bayley tagged her in instead of giving the tag to Bianca. And Jade comes in and she hits a pump kick. It's a power bomb, tags out. So again, she's not doing too much. And I would expect the same tomorrow with Backlash, where I would be surprised if Bianca does not start that match. And if they do, the spot with baby faces in peril, heading into WrestleMania when Bayley got betrayed by Damage Control, she had no friends. And Naomi felt bad for her, and Bianca said, "What do you feel bad for her? Do you not see what she's done to me? Her and Damage Control, making my life a living hell the past 2 years." Bianca hasn't forgotten. And so there's still a tension there that they're really playing up between these two women. And again, Bianca has made it very clear she really does not want to have anything to do with this one. Even backstage when this was over, Kayla Braxton interviewed already making enemies here on this show is Carmella Hayes. At least he would cut promos from time to time. It's a pretty good promo. I know he's probably in his 70s at this point, but still, I don't know why the man never speaks. Why not utilize the gift that God gave him? I don't know. But he was out there as well with Carrie and Scarlett. Scarlett gets up on the apron, and that distracts the referee as Karrion Kross assaults Tyler Bate on the outside. And back inside, AE hit their finish on Pete Dunne, and they picked up the win. Another match held by a hot crowd. I love the reaction that Bate got when he finally lifted Razar up on his shoulders. That was great. Keep in mind here, both of these teams were drafted to Raw. I don't think that this means we're in for an extended program between the two. There could always be a rematch, I guess, based on what happened here. I bring this up, though, because New Catch Republic is a babyface team. Miz and R-Truth are the World Tag Team Champions on Raw. They are a babyface team. Every team on Raw is a babyface team, with one exception. And that exception, as of Monday, when the roster's locked, is AOP. AOP is officially the only heel team on Monday Night Raw. If you don't count the Judgment Day, because they're not really a team, and Dominic is out for the next 6 to 8 weeks, so he can't even team up with JD McDonough right now. They're going to have to do something about that. That is not sustainable. To have a tag team division, since you split the titles and have one heel tag team, and that heel team of all teams is AOP. Not good. Not good. Somebody's going to have to go heel.
Yeah, so, and if they don't, then I'm booking AOP to win the tag team titles. Because Midnight Troop is not the team to have a long title reign based on how their characters are and based on how they're pretty much comedy. They're not like a serious team, so like Michael, get off them.
Might I suggest the Creed brothers? But even if they go heel, you still need at least one more. You can't have one heel tag. That's ridiculous. So backstage,
well, if you can beat them,
this was in his office when Paul Heyman was. Heyman asks him, he says, "Did you get my memo?" And all this says, "I did."
Based on the
Says,
storyline,
"Request
R2 had
denied."
the Judgment Day.
Does he want me to pull Randy Orton and Kevin Owens out of their match? He said, "Why?" Heyman said, "Fine. Leave them in the damn match. What happens to them tomorrow is not on my conscience. It's on your conscience." And he goes to leave, walks off camera, and Aldis says, "Is that by orders of the tribal chief?" Heyman walks back into the camera. He's got a smile on his face. He goes, "That's not funny." And Aldis says, "What?" He says, "You said all communications of the bloodline of Roman Reigns must go through Paul Heyman. So are you in charge?" And Heyman says, "There's a difference between being in charge and being in control. I haven't even spoken to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania." And you can see the look on his face at that moment. He realizes that he has done fucked up by admitting. And Aldis says, "I'm sorry. What did you just say? You haven't spoken with Roman Reigns since WrestleMania?" So when he pulled himself out of the draft last week, and then Heyman interrupted him and said, "Roman Reigns did not withdraw himself from the WWE draft. I pulled Roman Reigns from the WWE. You have to understand what's going on. He says, I have no choice, or I had no choice. I cannot subject Roman Reigns to the chaos that is going on within the bloodline right now. You can't subject Kevin Owens and Randy Orton to what awaits them at Backlash at the hands of the bloodline. So all this is, well, you know what, Paul? If you can pull Roman Reigns out of the draft, you can try to pull Randy Orton and Kevin Owens out of their match. And he tells Heyman that you can do it on the RKO show, which is coming up next.
Call.
Interesting little
Final
by Paul Heyman, admitting that he is the one who pulled Roman Reigns from the WWE draft last week. I would imagine if now let's think about this, okay? Let's think about this for a second. What did he say? He said that I have not spoken to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania 4. If that is true, and Heyman said that he took it upon himself to withdraw Roman on his own, well, apparently Roman Reigns had pulled himself anyway because Roman Reigns did not show up at the building last week. So when you really dig deep and think about it, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. If Roman didn't pull himself, he would have been there. Obviously, he wasn't there. But Heyman is taking credit for doing it himself. But again, what would Paul Heyman, like, think about the story. What would Paul Heyman have to protect Roman Reigns? Right? If what Tama Tonga said a few weeks ago when he confronted Heyman in the hallway in the back after they murdered Jimmy Uso, and he walked up to Heyman and he said, by orders of the tribal chief. If what he was saying was true, then the tribal chief is Roman Reigns. That means Roman gave the order, which of course you and I both know he probably didn't. But if that's the case, Roman would have nothing to be afraid of, right? Unless there is another tribal chief, which clearly there is, another tribal chief here who's being referenced there by Tama Tonga. All signs here, ultimately, point to The Rock being involved, pulling the strings, manipulating things. Evidently, the way he tried to manipulate things behind the scenes going into WrestleMania this year. All signs point to a bloodline civil war, right? We could have figured that out a few weeks ago. I mean, I put it in the fucking thumbnail. I said bloodline civil war is about to erupt. Now it's going to be a slow burning civil war because Roman Reigns is gone for months. Rock is gone for months. Who knows when we're going to see Rock again? And so all these things have to play out without the two key players in this story even around to be on television. So they're going to take their time with this. It's going to take a while for things to play out the way that it does. But it feeds nicely into this story of a brewing bloodline civil war. Paul Heyman right now is a man with no power. He hasn't spoken to Roman Reigns. He can't give any orders to Solo Sikoa or Tama Tonga because they don't respect him. They don't listen to him. And that's the position now that Paul Heyman is in on this show. He is a man basically with no power. So what is going to happen with Paul Heyman? Where ultimately is his loyalty going to lie? Is it still going to be with Roman Reigns when he comes back? Is he going to flip and be on the other side with the new bloodline? You know, one thing that Heyman, you think about his career, he's always been very good about, you know, is moving on to the next big thing. It's Brock, and he betrayed Brock, and he went to Big Show. Ultimately, he went back to Brock. He was with Punk for a while. After Brock lost at WrestleMania, he thought Brock was done. He hitched his wagon to Roman Reigns. Right? He's a survivor. That's why he's like a cockroach. That's why he's survived as long as he has. That's the story they're telling. Very interesting to see what the next chapter of the story is going to be. I think I know what the next chapter of the story, or at least the next character in the existing chapter of the story is going to be. I think we're going to see the Backlash. But we had the first ever RKO show with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens that followed this segment. Owens spoke in French to the crowd, which of course they went crazy for because they love it when you get somebody who speaks in their native tongue. Orton and Owens, they sat in chairs in the ring. You know the format of the Kevin Owens show. This is no different. Orton stood up and he was all fired up from this crowd. Like, he stood up and he
Me being a
said, "This
Pokemon
crowd
guy.
is so freaking amazing."
We knew
And everybody
ever
went
since we
crazy
had
for
that
Randy
sit-down
Orton. That made them even
on that
louder.
night in 2015,
Orton said that
I was
they're going
like,
to kick the Bloodline's ass at
I
Backlash.
had in the
Owens explained that, he kept getting phone calls all week long. That's like me, too. I, too, get phone calls all week long from telemarketers. I pick up the phone, it's in Chinese, I can't understand what they're saying.
fuck.
That's when I make the mistake of picking up the phone. Most of the time I don't. Supposed to be on some do not call list. Apparently that doesn't work. In the case of Kevin Owens, though, he was getting calls all week long from Paul Heyman. So finally, on Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the morning, he relents. He sees the name on the caller ID. He doesn't want to answer it. He relents, and he answers the phone. And it's a call from Paul Heyman, who asked to be a guest on the RKO. So Owens asks Orton if he wants to do the honors and introduce the wise man. Heyman, though, walks out on his own, no music, doing his ladies and gentlemen bit that he usually does.
Woman Reigns will.
Heyman said that he came out with respect, admiration, and wisdom. He got into the ring. Owens said, told Orton, "Look, you can't RKO him right away." And Orton said, no, I'm more of an out of nowhere. And Heyman got the message at that point. He slowly walked back out of the ring and just opted to stand on the apron instead. The crowd interrupted him with chants of, "We want Roman." And Heyman said, "I want Roman Reigns too." He said, "Look, I have great respect for you two men, but the rules with Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa are very different." And he asked Owens and Orton to do themselves and their fans and their families a favor, back out of the match at Backlash. Owens said that Heyman is not really in a position to give advice because everything around him is falling apart. Orton asked Heyman who the real tribal chief is, and Heyman said, "Look, you're putting me in a very difficult position. And the whole world knows there is only one tribal chief." Before he could say anything more than that, Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa, they ambushed Orton and Owens from behind. A brawl between all four men broke out. Officials spilled out to try to break them up. And that was the entire segment. It was a fun segment. I love what they're doing with Heyman right now because he's caught between a rock and, well, in a matter of speaking, a rock and a hard place. Right? That's where his character is trapped right now. Him just walking out there and being deathly afraid of Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa is getting over Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. Like, there are different ways that people can get over. They can get over just because they come out and cut really good promos. Maybe there's a cool factor to that. Maybe they go on a win streak, right? There are guys that have gotten over by going undefeated, right? There's a lot of ways that people can get over on a wrestling show. It's a very unique talent to have somebody like Paul Heyman. This is a talent that some of the great managers of all time have had. Bobby Heenan, Paul Heyman, and Jim Cornette, and many others. Hart, where just by the way they act, just by their mannerisms, just by their tone of their voice, facial expressions, whether it's fear or anger or whatever emotion it might be, it can help get other people over a certain way. In this case, by Heyman coming out every week and looking like some kind of abuse victim, like he's got PTSD, he comes out there and he's shaking, he's terrified. He's getting over the fact that these two men are dangerous. They're dangerous, they're unpredictable, you don't know what they're going to do next. I have no control over them. Like Dario Cueto when he had his brother, the Monster Matanza, that he would literally lock away in a cell. Then he would unlock the cell, he would come out, right? He would usually guide him, he had like a key around the neck. There are times where you lose control of that monster. That's helping to get these guys over. Tama Tonga has not even wrestled a match yet. Tama Tonga has yet to have a single match on WWE television. And already he comes out there and he's being portrayed as this dangerous bad. So that's his way of helping to get them over, and I think it's very smart. Once we get Jacob Fatu in there, which I think is going to happen in less than 24 hours, we're going to get Jacob Fatu added to this new bloodline. That's going to change the game. because Jacob Fatu, if you are not familiar with him, Jacob Fatu is fantastic. He's going to fit like a glove. Like the glove that Tama Tonga was wearing on his hand tonight when he came out to attack these two men, he's going to fit like a glove. He should have been in the bloodline a long time ago. And I look at someone like a Jacob Fatu and I say, that's a Paul Heyman. I don't know if at some point that might happen where Paul fully embraces him and or they break off and he becomes a true Paul Heyman guy. Maybe it doesn't happen. But I look at a Jacob Fatu and I say that could be a future Paul Heyman guy. What Heyman and Roman Reigns have been for the past 3.5 years, 4 years, that could be Paul Heyman and Jacob Fatu. And then eventually we get Jacob Fatu against Roman Reigns. Very easily work. We have LA Knight one-on-one with Angel of Legado del Fantasma. They hit LA Knight's music and holy shit, did this crowd explode for this man. To the point where when LA Knight came out, he was looking around like he was surprised. Like, holy fuck, shit, I wasn't expecting that. It's funny to me because you hear people who say, oh, he's not as over as he was 6 months ago. And it is true that in a lot of buildings, when he hit his music and he comes out, the reactions are a little more muted, just a little bit, than they used to be. And we all know why that is. It's nothing that he's done. They put him in the ring with Roman Reigns in November, and he lost. And then they didn't really have any plan for him. They beat him. It took the entire bloodline to do it, but they beat him, and then they had nothing for LA Knight. Didn't even get that U.S. title match I was hoping he would get at WrestleMania. He got a win at least over AJ Styles. And then he lost to AJ Styles a few weeks ago, which is why AJ is challenging for the title tomorrow in LA Knight. This right here, this is a glorified squash with Knight winning with the DFT. It was what it needed to be to get him back in the win column coming off that loss to AJ. And he ended up declaring for the King of the Ring when this was over. So when the match was over,
wow, JD is already over. Now let me watch JD from New York. It just ended just now. See what JD had to say. First ever Smackdown in France. Oh, come on. What the hell?
Tuesday night will be the absolute top of the top tier podcast in the entire space. Unbelievable. Can't wait. Can't wait. Jason Solomon, Solomons is joining me on Tuesday night, and we are very excited. The reaction to the announcement, I didn't really expect it to blow over that well, but almost 200,000 views on the tweet alone. Man, I'm expecting one hell of a fucking audience on Tuesday night. It's going to be awesome. I believe in Joe Hendry. For sure. I don't know, man. I'm like addicted to the fucking song for whatever. I don't even know. Listen, man, I didn't know what the fuck was going on with this shit, and all of a sudden I see this clip floating around on Twitter, and I'm like, why is he singing Creed? So I watched the clip, and Joe Hendry's making fun of Top Dollar, and he puts his own lyrics over Creed's song Higher. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's got going on over there, but working for him. I'm a fan. It's like what Elias should have been. I don't know. We'll be promoting Joe Hendry, man. I like it. I like what's going on. Let's get down to business. We got Smackdown tonight, and I didn't really care too much coming into the show. tonight for what WWE had on deck. We had AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes face to face for their match tomorrow night at Backlash for the WWE Championship. I'm excited to see the first time match. Cody's one of the best storytellers in the business. AJ Styles one of the best wrestlers in the business. It's going to be a great match. There's not much to it right now because WWE needed to set their pieces up and align them on the chessboard because we got the WWE draft. I'm excited to see what they do. Outside of that, on the show, the only other thing that I'm potentially excited about is the tag team match with Bloodline. This is Tamatonga, motherfucking Tonga, and Solo Sikoa against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Because I do believe we will see the debut of Jacob Fatu tomorrow night.
Hopefully.
I don't know where, I don't know when, I don't know how. I do think we see Jacob Fatu tomorrow night at Backlash. Whether it's in that match or the Jey Uso match against Damian Priest. So he may be in both for all we know. I have no idea, but I do think we see Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, debut for WWE finally, and that legitimately is a game changer. Outside that, I'm not too excited about what else is going on with Backlash. It's mostly a Smackdown card. It basically is a Smackdown show minus one match, which I don't really care for, honestly. It's a B-level pay-per-view. It comes right before the draft goes into effect and the roster's locked. And we'll pick it up afterwards because King of the Ring is coming up, and then that's where my interest will be taken to the next level because you know me, I love a good tournament. And if WWE plays their card in the ring this year, could be very, very special. Outside that Smackdown tonight, nothing really mattered. I didn't really care for anything, but that doesn't mean I did not like the show. If this was in the United States, I would have probably fell asleep by 9 o'clock. This was one of those shows where I didn't really give a shit if the matches were blah. I didn't give a shit if nothing got me excited for Backlash. You now see why Nick Khan, who has been the best thing for WWE since forever. And I was actually one of the people against Nick Khan because all he was just another glorified yes man to Vince McMahon. Now you see Nick Khan and the strengths that he brings to the company, the brains that he brings to the company. For years, WWE under Vince McMahon would not touch an international show, let alone a fucking pay-per-view. Nick Khan made it a priority to take the WWE brand overseas and do PLEs. The only thing that we're getting here in the United States as far as PLE are Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. That's it. Money in the Bank is not even in the United States. Well, I guess for Canada. But still, it's over the board. So, you see what Nick Khan has made a priority. Taking WWE International for every other show that they do as a PL. And this is the first time in Lyon, France. I didn't know what the fuck Lyon, France was. I didn't know how the crowd was going to react. All I know is that the international fans are rabid, and they are some of the best fans anywhere for any sport, period. And we've seen this with WWE. Australia was great. Glasgow is going to be great. Clash of the Castle last year was one of my favorite shows ever. And we have WWE going international UK fans, and it's just something that you know what to expect when you go overseas, when you go to the UK, when you go to Canada, when you go to Australia, and here in France. The energy levels are so different than what it is in WWE here in the United States. Tonight was one of those shows that I just sat back and watched, and I didn't really give a shit what was going on because fans made it so entertaining. I found myself laughing at the chants that I could not understand. I found myself talking to myself because I'm watching Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, who are not really all that over here in the United States, wrestle AOP, who we know are not over here in the United States, And the crowd reaction to basically every single move, every single sequence, every single kick out, it was almost as if that tag team match was a tag team title match. It was almost as if the fans upped the importance of the show just because they were hungry and thirsty for pro wrestling, even though the match meant nothing. That's a special fucking show, man. That's a special crowd. And yeah, it goes without saying that audience, that part of the world, they're singing along there. I mean, I don't think I've ever remembered. It might have happened somewhere in his fucking long and illustrious career, but they were singing Randy Orton's theme song, word for word. When was the last time you saw that on television? If what we saw tonight is anything about what they're going to bring tomorrow afternoon at Backlash, I mean, we're in for a fucking special afternoon. That's minus the potential surprises. It's minus this big announcement that they're making. All in all, Smackdown was a thumbs up show. Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, they met face to face, giving you a little bit of tease of what's tomorrow night. And I said this on the video that I uploaded earlier today. There's this ridiculous rumor going around that Dave Meltzer is spreading that Cody Rhodes doesn't have a creative plan following WrestleMania, or this new administration doesn't have a creative plan for Cody Rhodes. I don't know how true that is. Take it with a grain of salt. It's coming from Dave Meltzer. But I don't know why this new administration would drop the ball almost immediately with Cody Rhodes. This is why I stated last week, and I think the week before that, I do not think this match with AJ is going to be a one-and-done situation. I think this is going to lead into Saudi as well. I do think that they'll get a couple of matches out of this. AJ isn't really going to try and win the WWE Championship. I don't think there's even a doubt that Cody is losing that championship. Cody's going to absolutely walk out, no matter how many matches there are, with a win. But I do think that WWE is biding their time so that Rock gets back on television, because that's the next natural program. So Cody AJ will stand 2 pay-per-views, and then when we get into Money in the Bank, and then we get into SummerSlam, Clash of the Castle, then we got to start worrying about what Cody's going to be doing going into Money in the Bank and Clash of the Castle. I don't know where or how they're going to come up with an opponent, because right now SmackDown's looking a little thin. So we'll talk about that. But I did see that rumor. I made a video on it today, and I don't think that Cody right now with AJ is going to be a one and done. I do think AJ is going to get a second match out of that, because there really is nobody else on the SmackDown roster worth a WWE Championship opportunity against the champ, Cody Rhodes. Other than that, we got the King of the Ring announced. We got another entry into the King of the Ring, or another 2 entries. I think Carmelo Hayes is in the King of the Ring. LA Knight entered the King of the Ring. Tournament's going to start on Monday. Reportedly, WrestleVotes is stating today on X that the brackets at some point this weekend will be unleashed to the general public. I do think that we'll get something along the lines of a bracket on Saturday afternoon at Backlash, and then I think we'll get the rest of it on Monday at Raw. But I'm excited for the King of the Ring. One of my favorite WWE concepts. And I feel like it could be a great thing to make the weekly television shows a little bit more must-see. Try to move more interest to the television shows right now, where they're just trying to get new stories out there, new feuds going. A tournament is a great catalyst for that to happen. Other than that, not much happened on the show. We may go over some Backlash quick predictions tonight. We'll go over what happened on Smackdown. And we'll just have a good time and hang out tonight. So I appreciate you guys joining me here on this very, very lazy Friday evening. I really appreciate you guys joining me here on OTS. We got a lot of shit coming up. We got Backlash tomorrow. I'll be live at 4:30 in the afternoon. Love the early shows. Love the early pay-per-views. But there's a give and take with that, because I'm basically working all day. 1 p.m., we watch Backlash. 4:30, we go live. I'll probably be live till about 7 o'clock. My whole day is shot. So, it's a give or take. Either way, I'll be live. Make sure you guys join me tomorrow afternoon. Should be a very good show. I'm expecting Triple H to give us a couple of surprises. Whether that is the return of Charlotte Flair, I think she's in town. John Cena's in town. Some reports going around that both are in town. Jacob Fatu could be debuting. I do predict he will be there. We could see some Uncle Howdy tomorrow night. I think that'd be special. But either way, we'll be live on YouTube, so make sure you guys come hang out with us on the official post-show review of Backlash. Tuesday Night Titans, 8:30, the Summer Monster. And this asshole right here, collaborating for the first time on Tuesday, as Jason is the new co-host. It's going to be a special show on Tuesday. I'm a little nervous, man, that we might not talk about, but we'll make it work. Now, who am I kidding, man? We'll turn nothing into 2.5 hours of decent pro wrestling talk. It's going to be a great show. 8:30 on YouTube. The new graphics, the new intro will debut on tomorrow. Bayley, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi against Sydney Stratton, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai. Now, as always, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. This match did zero as far as my interest levels are concerned. Don't really care about many of these women. I don't. The only woman in this match I genuinely care about and I want to see flourish is Tiffany Stratton. Love Bayley. Love Bayley. I hope they have a plan for Bayley on Smackdown because right now I'm not really feeling the energy with Bayley as the champion. She almost feels like an afterthought. Bayley feels like she's holding the championship and they're almost ready to crown somebody else already. That's how disinterested they are in doing anything with Bayley. That's my observation. Damage Control does nothing for me. Dead Group. They're holding tag team titles that they are, without a shadow of a doubt, losing tomorrow night to Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Naomi is ice cold. Love Naomi. And Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, I get why they're a team. Don't really like it. I think Jade is underperforming. I'm already bored to tears with Jade in ring. They're only putting her with Bianca Belair because she can't really do anything else. And having her stand next to Bianca with some gold around her waist is going to make her into the superstar that WWE wants her to be. Outside that, I don't see anything that Jade Cargill is bringing to the table. I really don't. In fact, I don't see anything new or anything that she's learned brought to the table. It's always the same sequence of moves. Big splash, we'll get into it. Big splash, powerbomb, Jade, pose. The best thing about Jade Cargill is the theme song. That's it. If they win the tag team titles tomorrow at Backlash, who exactly are they going to defend the titles against? I guess that means they can show up on Monday Night Raw. Because those titles can travel and float anywhere. They could go back down to NXT. They certainly got nothing to do on Friday Night Smackdown. They got no teams to defend against on Smackdown. It's going to be interesting to see how WWE treats the tag team championships. Here's a spoiler. They won't. They're only using them to enhance Jade because they don't really have anything else going on with Jade. You don't like what I have to say? I'm sorry to be the bearer of heads. I've seen all that I need to see. It's like going to a fucking restaurant for the first time and you order the most expensive thing on the menu. One bite, you know whether it's good or not. Or I go to a craft beer bar and I order a beer and it sounds delicious because of what it says on the menu. Oh man, that sounds good. Sour beer, tangerines, blueberries, strawberries, banana, whatever the fuck they're putting in that thing. Take one sip. Take one sip.
I've been saying that for years now.
Beer, but I don't really taste what's being advertised there. One taste is all I need to know not to order it again same way I get when I watch Jade Cargill wrestle. I see all that I need to see. Unless you're not fucking scientific maneuvers like he's fucking Mr. Perfect, I don't really give a shit what Jade Cargill does. I've seen everything. You're not going to change my mind. And I could rant about this all day long. Oh my God, she's great. Oh my God, she's learning. Oh my God, she's going to be a superstar. That's great. She looks like a $1 trillion. Great. But what exactly are you seeing that I'm not? I don't understand it. Match is fine. We'll go to commercial break. Stratton tagged in, planted Bailey for a 2 count. Come back from break. Oscar and Santa working over Bailey.
Oh, what the hell? God damn it, I'm getting tired of that. So, John Laurinaitis supports Vince McMahon Wilson and Janelle Grant. Okay? Oh, come on. What the hell? What the hell's going on here?
Spare me. 5 minutes. Black Wolf thing says 5 minutes. Some fucking half-witted geek is already flipping the podcast. Jesse. You're not going to turn the Street Profits into a wheel. It's disingenuous. It really is. You're not going to turn Montez into a fucking wheel. I'm sorry. So it's futile for WWE to even attempt to do that. So they are the baby faces here. Carmelo acted very heelish in this interaction. What I would like to see, I don't think he needs one, but what I would like to see is MVP come back and start his own faction. Don't know where MVP disappeared to. Don't know if he's even still employed with the company. We haven't seen him in a while. I do think that he's still the handler for the mighty Omos. But I'd like to see MVP come back and manage Carmelo Hayes. I think the pairing there.
Can we get him a fucking way more because Omos ain't being used? MVP should not be wasted on TV. He hasn't been on TV. Why is he doing Omos? No, what the fuck with Omos? Omos is not great, and he's not even being used. He's only being used in Battle Royale and all along.
Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one that came up with that.
I actually want to see MVP paired with Bobby Lashley. And have MVP paired with Carmelo Hayes. MVP should be on TV.
And I think MVP would be a very good asset to the overall package of Carmelo. And we may see Carmelo break out on his own on the main roster. I'm not saying that he needs MVP. I just think it would be a nice compliment to give him something to push him over the edge as the heel that he needs to be. See what happens. But he's in the King of the Ring. Carmelo is not winning the King of the Ring. I don't know if this team Bobby Lashley will be the King of the Ring. If they will meet in the King of the Ring. I don't even know how many brackets, how many men are going to be in the King of the Ring. We don't know. But Carmelo is in the King of the Ring. We will see what happens with him, and him being in that, they let him go, would be a great foundation for himself to get over. The Final Testament. Karrion Kross, AOP. They made their way out of the ring against the new Cash Republic. This is Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Now, by the crowd reaction tonight, you'd think that there were some sort of titles on. Like I said in the beginning, if this match took place in Des Moines, Iowa, or somewhere in Bumblefuck, Alabama, on a Friday night, nobody would make a fucking beat. They'd be sitting on their fucking phones. They'd be contemplating what time to get up to go check the chicken coop and go fucking refresh the eggs. They'd get up and worry about how many fucking cows they need to milk. They wouldn't be worrying about fucking Newcastle Republic and the is a thing. But in France, in Lyon, France, these four guys were as over as anybody else on the fucking show tonight. The difference between international fans and fans here in the United States that take everything for granted because we have everything at our fingertips. It's so easily accessible to us. It's everyday life to us. Oh, I missed the show. They'll be back in 6 months. Or they'll be back in 3 months. In Lyon, France, this is the only opportunity that they.
Oh, come on now, damn it. God damn it, get so sick and tired. Why the hell did it keep happening? Alright, you know what? Might as well just end the video. Come on now, damn it. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna end it.
Exist outside of Roman, Jimmy, and Solo. So he's basically mirroring the OG bloodline with his new bloodline, and he's hired Tamatonga and Jacob Fatu, with Paul Heyman being the wise man. Roman Reigns, he's going to know eventually what's going on, if not already. I don't know why he hasn't picked up the phone to call Paul Heyman. A little logic gap there. I'm sure he's aware of what's going on. I don't know why he would believe he doesn't. But when Roman Reigns gets back to television, Jimmy will probably make his way back to television. And the story then would be they need to enlist Jay to get back on board with the OG family to take out Solo, who is just completely in over his head and being a defiant, quote-unquote, tribal chief. As a tribal chief when he is not tribal chief. A lot of people tend to think that Solo's acting on his own. That's the easy way to go. That's the predictable way. Not really all that exciting when you got Solo acting on his own. Solo's great. He's tilted in this role. But what I'm looking for is more. I feel like the strings are being manipulated and pulled by the final boss. I think the final boss has enlisted Solo Sikoa as new tribal chief. Here's the final boss. Knew that Roman Reigns was going away. The final boss was on Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania. Roman hasn't been seen at all. Roman Reigns, he went away. Goodbye. Bye-bye. The Rock made it very apparent that he wants the WWE Championship. Even asked Cody to hold it. And even gave Cody a present and told Cody, you know what this is. You don't even need to open your head to understand and feel what it is. I think it's fun. It would be much more interesting if The Rock was holding strings we find out that The Rock is manipulating a new bloodline the way he wants in his image with family that we haven't seen on WWE television. Because at that point, it then opens up Roman to coming back, and the story would be, where does Paul Heyman align? Does he align himself with the final boss, or does he align himself with Roman Reigns? Because if Solo Sikoa, this is the way that I think about it. If Solo Sikoa is acting on his own, why would Paul Heyman not call Roman Reigns? See, that's the part I don't understand. If Solo is acting on his own, what is stopping Paul Heyman from calling Roman Reigns and telling him, Tribal Chief, we got a problem. Who is Solo Sikoa? What power does Solo Sikoa have over anybody? Unless he is being appointed, manipulated, and controlled by someone else. Doesn't make sense if Solo Sikoa was doing it on his own. It's too easy for Paul Heyman to pick up the fucking phone. Now, The Rock is manipulating things and pulling the strings and appointing new members in the bloodline and appointing a new tribal chief. That I could believe. That I could understand why Paul Heyman wouldn't pick up the phone and call Roman Reigns. It's not going to betray The Rock. Solo destroyed his phone. Paul Heyman doesn't make enough money to go out and buy a new fucking phone. Social media doesn't exist. DMs don't exist. Instagram doesn't exist. Facebook doesn't exist. He doesn't have to stand an address. Can't knock on his door. Show up at the front door. Ring the doorbell. Hey, Oos, let me in. I got something to tell you. Solo, in my honest opinion, this is a prediction, is not the man making the decision. It's the final boss. I think it just adds a better wrinkle to the overall story. Get the OG bloodline back together. What is Sammy going to be doing? Sammy, by this time, will have no Continental Championship. He will have lost that belt. Either Sheamus, Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, or whoever else is dying for that time. Drag it off. With that roster over there, that Intercontinental Championship is bypassing Sami Zayn minute by minute. Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Sammy against the new bloodline. Rock, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tanaka. I just think that's the better way to go. I could be wrong. I could be completely off. I am fantasy. But it doesn't make sense to me that Paul Heyman is being manipulated by Solo and Solo only. What is stopping him from telling Roman, your cousin is acting like a bitch. I need you to do something about it. Otherwise, he would have told Roman about it already. The fact that he hasn't told Roman and can't tell Roman and won't tell Roman is because it is a much higher power. And he will not betray and defy the highest of powers in the Anoa'i family. Just my take. Just my take. Let me know what you guys think of the show. We go into hour 2. Kevin Owens. Randy Orton, the RKO show. Not the RKO show, it's the RKO show. Fans are out there singing Randy Orton's theme song. Don't remember the last time that we heard that on live television, but here it is, it's Leon Friends.
Come on now. Oh, you know what? I might as well just end the video. might well just end the video. Might well just I'll probably just end the video. Until that time, I'll see y'all later. Hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. This is Jacob Cass 2024. I'll see y'all later.